I'm Laura. Welcome to the Pattern Queens episode 58. Today is Sunday, February 7th. It is Super Bowl Sunday. And Keisha has on the right colors for it.
I do. It's one of the only red and gold things that I own, and it's a work sweatshirt, but that's okay.
I'm sure I'll change later into something else, but I put on a sweater because we keep our house cool overnight, and Katie's bedroom where I'm filming is currently 59 degrees. So there's a blanket on my lap. I have a sweater on. I'm plenty warm. So
that's good.
So I jumped right into all of this stuff, and I didn't tell you. This is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship and rambles and lots of shenanigans, and me anticipating that this is a channel about cross stitch, but getting some Super Bowl ramblings at top. So in case you don't know, Laura and I are both from the Kansas City area, and the Kansas City Chiefs are in the Super Bowl today. So I'm not much of a football fan, but I always watch the Super Bowl, and since I'm not a huge football fan, I don't really have a team, so I'm like, local team.
Oh, so yeah, I have always been a football watcher. My mom and dad both watched all the games, so I was raised with that. And then I was in marching band, and of course, one of the things that you march at is the football games. So yeah, it's kind of been there for my whole life. I think my husband was thrilled when he found out that I would watch football with him.
See, I get excited about the Super Bowl because that means it's only a short time until baseball season starts. We're a big baseball household, but my husband played football in high school and stuff, and so he likes watching it, but we're definitely like a baseball family.
I thought you were going to say you watched it for the commercials.
I do also watch it for the commercials and sometimes for the halftime show. But I also I know how football works. I pay attention to the game, but yeah, I like the commercials and the halftime show and the snacks.
Okay, so welcome to our crazy channel. We are off on all kinds of crazy tangents this morning.
Look at how far we are in the video, and we haven't even talked about cross stitch once.
But we'll get there, and we have exciting stuff today. So we don't have a ton of stuff, which is probably why I feel like we can ramble a little bit more. I don't know what the weather is like anywhere else, but it has been snowing for a full day here, and it's already started snowing again today. I mean, we get little breaks in between, but we don't have the accumulation that places do around the country, I don't feel like.
Right. No, there's not a whole lot on the ground, but it's cold. So my husband works overnight, and so he worked overnight last night, and he came home, and he's like, guess what, Keisha? And he put his hand on me, and he's like, it's cold outside. And it's cold.
Okay, and I live on like an emergency route, so my street is absolutely clear.
No, it's not.
Well, it's been snowing a little, so now there's some out there, but they've been regularly clearing it. But what is yours like?
My street isn't always the best. Well, getting to my street isn't always the best. Once you're on my street, it's usually okay. But I live in like a pretty small little area that doesn't have its own like public works. So we rely on other towns around to plow our streets, or occasionally this man who comes around with a shovel.
Oh,
I don't know. But my husband was able to make it in fine this morning, but we live up a little hill. So it's kind of, sometimes it's a little bit hard to get in and out if you're not being careful. So
you do live in a hilly area.
Yes. And the bad thing is there are hills either way you try to get out of my neighborhood. So it's just difficult all the way around.
But we'll make it, right?
Yeah. It'll be fine.
Our whole week is supposed to be snowy or cold, really, really cold.
Right. We were teased with like a nice 50-degree day during the week last week. And of course, during the week, we both have weekends off. Couldn't happen on a weekend.
Yeah.
But I guess at least they're doing the Super Bowl in Florida.
That is good, right?
Yeah.
There's been talk through the years about putting a dome on our stadium,
Mhm.
but that has never gone through.
Right.
So I don't know. Okay, so shall we talk some stitching?
We probably should.
Let's start with finishes.
Okay, well, I have a finish. As promised last week, I was trying to finish up Floral Death Star from Rocking Horse Cross Stitch, and I actually finished this in January. It was one of my WhipGo goals for January was to finish this, and it's done.
It's so pretty.
Thank you. So this is on just a 28 count white even weave that I got at Joann's, and it's the called for DMC.
How do you think you'll finish that?
I think it would look really good in a hoop because it's
That's
round.
what I was thinking.
So,
Because then it kind of keeps that whole feeling.
I just have to find a good hoop for it. I'm not sure what color I'd get, paint the hoop or whatever. So
Yeah, you can always change up the hoop. You just need a circle of some kind, huh? There is a company out there that I've seen that sells hoops with like ribbons wrapped around them. So that could be kind of a fun thing to try.
That would be kind of cool to get one in like one of the pinks or blue or something. To kind of coordinate. That's a good idea. So I was really excited to get this done. I started it a couple of Mays ago. So I'll have to find a new Star Wars project for May the 4th because it's been my May the 4th project for the past couple of years. But it was nice to get it done. There were way more stitches in it than I thought. So when we started January, the whole bottom half, I didn't have that done. I only have the top part. So
wow.
There were a little over 1,900 stitches that I did just in January to finish that up.
You are working out the when you can stitch time, aren't you?
Yeah, I've started waking up a little bit earlier before James wakes up to have some coffee and some stitching time to myself, and then whenever he goes to bed at night, I'll try to get in some stitching time. Last month wasn't great I mostly just worked on this and models, but it's good. We're working it out. I got a lot of stitching done this week, as you'll see soon. So,
and if we seem really out of it today, it's because we were both up stupid late.
You sent me a message about 2 a.m. that was like, so I was dumb and I've stayed up late, but I was working on stuff, and I was like, me too.
I worked all day sewing, and I finally sat down and I got to start at about, I want to say it was somewhere between 9 and 10 o'clock last night. So really, I didn't stitch that long.
Right.
It's just that it took me so long to get started.
Well, and that's kind of the same deal here. James is cutting his first tooth, like it's coming up, and it was really bothering him yesterday. And so he didn't really want to go to sleep, and he was pretty fussy. So by the time he went to sleep for the night, it was between 9 and 10. And I was like, I'm just going to stay up and listen to my audiobook and just do some stitching.
Okay, so I also have a finish.
Woohoo!
Mine is more chocolate bunnies from Hands On Design.
Yes.
And I stitched it with all the sulkies. I'm going to have to get some sort of storage for the sulkies because I really like them and I want to keep them and do more and more and more.
Oh,
so,
awesome.
And I have not ironed this. This was my school piece. But this, it needs something behind it. Sorry, I teased you there.
That's okay, we'll wait.
This is what it looks like.
Oh, so cute.
Thank you. I love it. And look at their little bunny tails.
I love it.
Buttons. Now, somebody else told me that they got whisper or pom-poms or something like that and used for the bunny's tails. But
oh, that's a fun idea.
I just love this.
It's so cute.
Anyway, how about stash? Did you get anything cool this week?
I did get some cool things this week because I got the Lost in Austin box from the Black Needle Society, but I don't think anyone else has gotten it yet, so I'm not going to show what I got so that people can stay safe from spoilers. But there's some pretty good stuff. I'll show you guys later.
The funny thing is that the box didn't even make it in Keisha's house.
No, it was really cold outside, and I was like, I'm just gonna open this right now. Here, Laura, you hold this box, and I'm just gonna take out the treasures.
It was fun. It was fun. We did all of that on Friday. We were originally going to do it yesterday, make our deliveries and swing by the cross stitch shop, of course, because, you know, but I looked at the weather forecast and said, no, we need to get this done tonight.
Right.
So.
Well, and that's one of the perks of living like 15 minutes from you.
Yeah. and we didn't put crinkle in your box either because it doesn't have to go through the postal service.
Right.
I have a couple of things. Keisha's already showed this, but she sent one home for me.
Yes.
And I have been loving this.
Oh, you like it?
Yes, because I really don't want to take the time to stop and turn my phone on and bring the app, you know, the calculator app up and put my stitches in and then go back to stitching.
Right.
But this is like, okay, I'll just do it at the end of a row, whatever little row. Or maybe if it's, you know, fewer than 10 stitches, then I will do a couple little rows and then put them in.
Right. That's kind of how I do it too. And it's a little counter. So you just, well, and this has stitches in it from before. There's a reset button on it, and you just hit like however many stitches you did. And I just bought them on Amazon. It was like $8 or $9 for a pack of 10 of them.
And you wear them on your finger.
Yeah, they've got a little belt.
They're a fabulous little thing, and I have been having a ball with it.
Oh,
I started on Monday with it, and I was keeping track too, so that I could see how many stitches I did on my other projects. And because I already keep track, I need to know the stitch count for my 25 minutes, my 25/7 challenge.
Right.
And so I note that down each day, and then I put my total stitches for the day. So my total stitches for the week were right about 2,100 so far.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Monday through yesterday. Now I know that our friend Athena stitched over, I don't know if she stopped after she messaged us yesterday, but she was at like 975 stitches for the day.
Oh, wow. I got over 500 stitches yesterday.
Wow.
I haven't stitched like that since before James was born.
I had, by the time I finished last night, I had right around 400.
Nice.
So, but today is my day. I am not sewing. I am going to go in, sit down, whatever we watch, and then the Super Bowl. And we're having chili. So,
ooh, fun.
Football food.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stitch, and we'll see what I get done.
Nice. I'm sure you'll get a lot done.
Yeah. I have one more little piece of stash, and it came yesterday. Katie had tried to get this before. She tried to get these for us for Christmas, and it just didn't come in. I'm going to put it on my bag because it'll be easier to see.
Oh, fun.
Is that cute?
That's so cute.
So this is from Owl Forest Embroidery.
Oh.
And they're great to order from. You just need to be patient. You should never be in a hurry to get anything. You will see that they get it out almost immediately as long as it's in stock. And then it's just a matter of how long it takes the various mail services to get it here.
Right.
So that one, now Katie ordered that. When did you order, sweetie? October. She ordered those October and November, but they had been selling needle minders like mad. And we just got it.
Oh, and holiday.
Yeah, and the holiday in there. We just got it yesterday. But I had ordered kits, and they came in just, I don't even know if it took 2 months. I think it was about a month to get here. So I must have hit them like in that sweet spot where they
Right.
just weren't getting a ton. So, but that's okay. I mean, like I said, if you're willing to just wait, they
Right.
give great service and you can get whatever you want.
Right. Well, and a place can't control the postal service,
No.
especially international shipping. You know, all you
No.
can do is get things out in a timely manner. You know.
Yeah. So, and I know it's been crazy with all of it, but Katie also got herself the prettiest little kit and the flosses to go with it. Oh, they're so pretty. So we'll see. I may be stealing some of that.
Right.
How about whips?
Well, I do have some whips. So I worked on the 2 models that I'm working on, which I can't show you, obviously, but I met my weekly goals on those. So, okay. So I count up the stitches in most of the projects I do, especially ones that have like a deadline, like model stitching. And then I figure out what my deadline is to get it back to the designer. And then I divide by the number of weeks I have and figure out how many stitches I'm supposed to do in a week on each of them. So that's just me. I'm numbers, guys. So anyway, so I did those. And then I've been doing the 25/7 challenge too, unofficially. I'm not part of the Facebook group, but I just think it's a good idea. So I've been working on Cozy Feet from Mill Hill.
I love this one.
It's so much fun, and I'm so glad that I chose it. So I've been doing 25 to like 30 stitches a day on it, and except for today, which I'll tell you about. So here's where I am on it.
Wow.
So it's really coming along. When I started this mid-January, I had just a little bit of white on this. I didn't have any white here, and then I've put in all of this stuff here, which is a lot of just like scattered out stitches, which is usually something that kind of discourages me from working on something, but to just do 25 of them a day has been pretty manageable.
Yeah.
Where I deviated from the 25 to 30 stitches was today. I did this entire row up here because I didn't want to do 1 stitch at a time to do 25, and I was like, I guess I could just go all the way down and not cross them, but I finished them, and it's 65 stitches across there.
And I feel like every once in a while, if you have a day like that where it makes sense to do, I do 25 minutes instead of 25 stitches, which has worked really well for me. So my stitch count definitely varies. I had 90 stitches yesterday.
Right.
And today I know I need to do back stitch. So I will probably not care about my time and back stitch the entire block that I'm on, which you'll see in a minute.
So anyway, I'm loving this. I'm so happy that I have it out. There's still quite a bit to do because, I mean, there aren't a lot of beads in this area. It's a lot of this brown, this same brown. So I have a lot of fill in to do, and then there's a spot above it. That's a lot of stitches. And then I start beads. So I'm curious to see how long it takes me to finish this, because I think I'm going to keep this as my 25 stitches a day until it's done. So I'm kind of curious to see. Then the next thing I worked on was Christmas wreath from the Frosted Pumpkin. And here's what we have revealed so far. So this part of the wreath here, all the green and the stuff on top of it, is what we got as this month's prompt. So here's where I am on it.
Whoa, you got a lot done on it this week.
Yeah, so I put in this pink bulb here, the candy cane, the star, and I'm almost finished with this ornament. I have some stitches to do in there.
Wow.
And then I have a couple of like little white snowflakes, and then it's just the green. So I'm trying to get this done. I'm trying to remember when the next part comes out on the 19th. So I'm trying to finish it up. My goal is to finish each part before the next part comes out.
Is it solid stitching in there then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all, I'll pull the picture back up. It's all I kind of zoomed in there on it. It's all solid.
Okay, so the green will fill in all of the space between it.
Yep. So
Wow.
it's quite a few stitches. I still have quite a few left. Okay, so anyway, I can tell you how many stitches I have left in this part. I have 822 stitches left in part 3 of this, 737 of which are the green part. So still quite a few stitches left to do, but it's like 3 different colors of green, so it's not going to be, you know, as boring as it could be, which you we'll talk about that with the next whip. So but yeah, so I'm doing this on 28 count Heartland from Picture This Plus, and it's linen. It's the called for fabric, and I'm using all the called for DMC. So
awesome.
I'm excited about this one. I'm excited to get back to it. That's probably what I'll pull up and work on, at least finishing up that little ornament, if James allows. Okay. So then the next one. This is one of my Whip Go goals for January, and it's Quotes to Live By from Emma Congdon, Stitchrovia.
I love this one.
And this one has been sitting around for a long time as well. And I was like, this year, I'm going to finish this. And so my Whip Go goal is to finish like one part of it, because each of these are released as like a different part. So I'm working currently on part 1, which is this and this first quote here. And I was just going to do the border. There's a lot of border on there. I was going to do the border as I come to it so that I don't have to stress out about counting all that. What I didn't realize is that I had over 3,000 stitches left in this part. So I don't know that it's going to get done in February.
Oh my gosh.
So this is on 28 count, just white linen that I got at Joann's. So the thing about filling in this pink is that it's a lot of stitches.
Yes.
So just so that you guys can see, this is where I started the month out at.
You've done a lot.
Yeah, so I got a lot of that pink in there. So, and I've kind of done it, it kind of feathers into a lighter pink. It feathers into this lighter pink that you can see down here. So I've got it to where all I have to do is fill in this darker pink and then fill in this lighter pink. But man, oh man. I'm going to have to come up with a strategy for working on this. Wow. And usually I will like switch off if I'm filling in a lot. I'll switch off and maybe do something else on the piece, and there are some like little border pieces that I might work on, or I'll switch to a different project just because endless fill can get kind of boring and discourage you from stitching, or at least it does for me. So, so yeah, that's where I got to on that. So I don't know that I'm going to get that done in February. Like I said, that's a pretty daunting task. I was like, oh, yeah, there's like 1,500 stitches. I always underestimate how many stitches are in things. So,
that's crazy, right?
Right. And I used to not count up everything. So now I have. And now I know that my goal was maybe too lofty. That's okay. I want to finish it this year anyway. So we just work through it. It's
That's
fine.
good. That's good.
So that's all I have.
If you need a break from pink, you'll have to just skip down and like outline another.
Right. Work on some border or something.
Yeah. So those are yours, huh?
They're mine.
Okay, since I finished my school piece, this is the next one I'll be working on, and it's already at school. It's Strawberry Town by Kathy Barrick. And I have some Karen wildflowers, I think. They're the cotton ones. You only use one strand, and I had so many that I thought, you know, I could come close to her colors in there, and it'll just be fun in those wildflowers. So mine looks a little different, and I'm okay with that. So that's one of them. And then my, I'm doing a snow day project. So this month for WhipGo, my Baby It's Cold Outside got called, and that thrilled me because all I had to do was finish the house. And because we've had so much snow already, it was almost done, and I finished it up
Wow.
last night.
Oh, that looks so good.
Thank you. Now I'm doing mine on 32 count Jack Frost linen from Silkweaver,
Mhm.
and I'm using 1 strand over 2. And I really like how the fabric is looking with it. You can
Yeah.
kind of see like one of the white spots here in the house because
Mhm.
that's not solid stitching.
Right.
So
Oh, cool. Because it
I'm
does look like there's frost on those bricks.
I'm trying to decide if maybe I need to go back with a darker brown and outline all my windows and doors.
Mm.
But I'm going to let it sit for a while and look at it and decide.
Yeah.
And it's already snowed today, so I will be stitching on this again today, at
Awesome.
least for a little while.
Mhm.
I try and commit to stitching like an hour on the project if we have snow.
Gotcha.
And then, excuse me, I'm sorry. My 25/7 project, I chose because it's a struggle for me to want to get it out.
Mhm.
And so committing just 25 minutes a day is okay. I can do that. I stitch every single day.
Mhm.
So I'm doing this for a friend, and this is what it looks like. Um, I always think it's the tea room, and it's not. It's Elegant Country Alphabet.
Oh.
Excuse me. And I have made a ton of progress on this, but you know, it's very fussy. It's a lot of backstitch. It's I mean, it's from a Jeremiah Junction magazine.
Mm.
So if you guys are familiar with those, you know how much backstitch and all is on there. And I have not taken it out of my little hoop because I'll be working on it again today. But that's where I am.
Wow. You've done a lot.
I've done all of the letters since January.
That's
And
awesome.
a little bit, I had the hearts in, but you can tell my hoop was only this far, so I haven't finished doing that the
Mhm.
rest of the way over on any of these rows, just as far as my hoop was. And I got down here and I realized I'm not done with this.
Oh.
So, but I have to pull out, I'm ready to backstitch in the Y. And one of the colors I have to pull out to do a bow or something on it goes on these.
Oh,
So I
perfect.
will start working on those too and get them done before I move across. Oh, and just, you know, just because I can. There's my back.
Nice. It's a good
So
back.
I'm trying to keep it neat because it's this white linen and I don't want stuff to show through.
Right, right.
So, and I think I haven't shown her at all what's going on with it, but I think when I get through those last few letters down there, I think I have 4 left,
Mhm.
then I'm going to show her what it looks like.
Awesome.
So, and show her how much she has asked me to do.
Right.
Then I have one more. This is in, I love this bag. This is my Judy bag. And it's
Oh,
when I
that's
said, hey,
pretty.
Judy, I want a purple bag. And
Mhm.
this is what she showed up with.
Wow, it's pretty.
And the inside is just so, so pretty.
Mhm.
I love this one. And I got there later than a lot of the other people. And she said, oh my gosh, I could have sold this like 100 times. So I am working on the 2017 Linen and Threads Mystery Sampler.
Yes.
That's the whole thing. I was doing July. And this is part of the why I stayed up. I knew I needed to work on my snow day project last night, but I was so close that I could not just let this go and not have it finished for today.
Right.
So I finished my band.
Ah, so good.
I'm so happy that it's finished. And this is over here is where I had to finish just this tiny little bit of green down below, like the little triangle, the bottom half. So,
Wow.
and I think I showed this last week, but you know, I love this.
Yeah, I love this.
The whole thing.
I love the colors that you chose.
Thank you.
It's
It's
so
all,
happy.
yeah, it's all Victorian motto. When I finally got ready to start, somebody had posted and they showed that they had theirs all done in a rainbow of colors. And I thought, I love that. And I remembered this Carol's Meadow fabric from Silkweaver. And so I bought a piece. It's 32 count. It is lovely. It has like every color imaginable in there.
Mhm.
And it's all really subtle, and it's heavy green so that you so that it does look like a meadow, you know, you have all the green underneath. So guess what?
What?
It got pulled for February also. So I will be working on, my goal is to finish 1 month of it. So this is what's coming next. The two dark.
Oh, exciting. So more flowery kind of stuff.
Yeah. And then they always give you this, which I really like.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I guess it goes this way. So I'll probably do this band in something a little more solid, and then I'll have to figure out what I want to do with my carnations.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I love stitching on this. I love the fabric. I love the floss. You know, it's a great project.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy that it's coming out so much.
Yeah, that's great, because I know you like that one. The nice thing about WhipGo is it's like, what's going to get pulled? Oh, I'm so excited to work on it.
Yes. And I mean, I didn't put things on my WhipGo board that I don't like.
Right.
So, you know, like this is not on my WhipGo board.
Yeah.
Because it's a struggle, and I didn't want things that were a big struggle.
Right. Well, I find, you know, I have so many whips that it's sometimes hard for me to choose what I want to work on, especially when I have more limited time than I used to. So having this makes it so I'm like, okay, well, this month I'm working on, you know, my models, Christmas wreath, and these 2 projects. So
Right. It just kind of takes all of the stress out because that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in January, I had called Away We Ride, and it got called for, I have 2 boards because I'm a nut.
We know this.
And so basically I have to finish it. It is not finished. I got bogged down with it, and I had not touched any of my other stuff. And I thought, that's it. I'm going to set it aside and I'm going to work on this. And I whipped through this band. I stitched right to left. I had only gotten as far, I didn't even have the green all the way across. So, and I was doing it first. So I finished, I had about a third of it done. And I just whipped that out and then went back and put in the birds and the acorns. And I mean, I did that in probably about a week.
Wow.
So that, and it's a lot of stitches. I wasn't counting for the whole thing, so I can't guess how many, but I'd say it's easily over 1,000.
Right. Well, and I didn't get to one of my WhipGo goals, which was to work on the hay that I'm stitching for James. I just didn't get to that one because I didn't have, at last month, stitching was kind of a struggle. I just didn't have a whole lot of time to stitch. So, and I got good progress. Like I finished Floral Death Star, which was quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I kept up with the Christmas wreath and the models that I was working on. I just didn't have the extra time. And I set too lofty of goals, I've realized, you know.
Pick me.
But, you know, it's not anything to beat yourself up over, or, you know, I'm like, I wanted to work on that sometime this year, and so whenever I have time, I'll just catch up on those stitches, and if I don't make it, I don't make it. It's fine.
And then I get to mark off that box.
Yeah.
So
there's no cross stitch police. No one's gonna come get me if I don't finish my whip go board. So
nope. So I had okay, I had the Away We Ride on one board, and then on the other board I had my I'm sorry. I had my 2017 sampler, and oh, I was trying to find, not whips. I don't want to look at whips. I want to look at Whip Go. And I also had my Coming to America. I didn't pull that out at all. So that will probably be the next one that I pick up in addition to my snow day stuff, which it looks like we're going to do a lot.
right.
And then this month I have the 2017. This is on my 10 and 21. I don't know why I put the 2017 sampler on here for the 10 and 21. I'm not going to get through 6 months. But it's okay.
Maybe you will.
Well, I only have to complete 3 months. So it's not, and a 10 and 21 are supposed to be the ones I finish.
Right.
But anyway, so it got pulled again. And then my other one on here is the Baby It's Cold. So I get to mark it off already for February. And on my focus whips, last month it was Away We Ride, and this month it is Irish Blessing Sampler, which is really gorgeous, and Count Your Friends.
Nice.
I don't think I have either of the, oh, here's Count Your Friends.
Nice.
And I think I need to finish, I think I probably put like a page finish. Or maybe what I put is that I need to do all of the lettering, and then I need to finish the border. The border is going to be fairly wide and dense. That should be kind of an easier one for me to work with, just because of how it is. And I like to do lettering. This is the other one that got called.
Oh, pretty.
And I didn't have it in front of me when I made my goal. My goal says 4 bands. I don't know how I'm going to count 4 bands with that, but you know, I'll get it figured out, and I'll do a chunk that I feel like is reasonable for saying that, and then go. Probably it's that whole top header, because there's a lot up in there. So how about you? What other plans do you have?
Well, I was going to, let me turn and see if my other whip I'm going to work on is back here. Who knows? My stuff just kind of runs away sometimes.
I'm waiting.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
I'm waiting for a model stitch. And I know that when I get that model stitch, you will also get that model stitch.
Right, which is why I'm trying to finish up my other model stitches. So when it's frogworts, guys. It's frogworts here too.
Keisha is doing hers on 36 count, and it's the big one that's going to have all of the years.
Right, and the fun thing about the frogworts sampler is that there is a fancy floss conversion and a DMC conversion. So I'm doing the DMC conversion.
And then I will be doing the fancy floss. And this year, Katie is looking at using a piece of overdyed fabric that is like a color. I mean, I used an overdyed fabric last year. It was the parchment, but this year it's
exciting.
It may be Keisha's favorite color.
Oh, mine will just be on a nice neutral. But I forget the name.
Her head at me. I must be confused which one she's using. So, okay, I'm sorry.
Who knows? That Katie Landis, she'll keep you guessing.
She's a wily one.
She really is. So I plan on, I work on models on Monday and on Tuesday. So I give each of those a day or more, depending. Like I said, I have goals. So I'll be working on the models. I'll be continuing to work on Christmas wreath, which is usually my work project. And then I'll work on the endless sea of pink. That is quotes to live by right now. And then my other WIPCO goal was to do 1,000 stitches on Winter Blooms from the Blue Flower. That was in the Black Needle Society Advent box. And I was kind of hoping that I'd get to it this week, but I didn't end up getting to it this week. But here's where I am on it right now.
Oh, it looks so pretty.
Thank you. So this is 40 count driftwood from Color and Cotton, and it's the called for flosses. So, but anyway, so that's where I am on that. I don't know if I'll get to it this week. Kind of depends on how other things are going, how well James is sleeping, all of those kind of things.
All the things, right?
All the things. Oh, and I have a work meeting on tomorrow night, so I might not get to model stitching until Tuesday. So
okay.
That's okay.
I did think of one more thing. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Black Needle Society. Okay. I am part of the Black Needle Society along with my daughter, Katie. And there has been like just a great response to all these things. Last Sunday was the last day to sign up for year 2 Frogwarts. And we have over 300 attendees.
That's amazing.
So it'll be fun. And that retreat and box will come out. The box will mail in late June, and then Frogwarts will be in early July. So we're excited about that. And we also just shipped, like Keisha said, our next box. And we're excited. The Austin box, we're excited about that. We'll have a Spill the Tea event for it. And then this week on the 10th, so on Wednesday, and if you're a current subscriber, on the 9th, on Tuesday, Stars Hollow goes on sale. So our Gilmore Girls retreat, that will be another full retreat event, a 4-day event. I think if you get the Austin box, it has dates that are later in August, and that was using my school calendar from this year. And so we are backing those dates up on it, and the event will actually happen, I'm trying to look here, August 12th through the 15th. And so it will mail kind of late July, the box will, and then we'll have the event in August. But it goes on sale on February 10th, and it will be on sale through the month. And that's it. So you have to buy it in February if you're going to come.
If it is shipped in late July, that means I could get a Gilmore box for my birthday.
Especially since yours get hand delivered.
Right. Now you're just going to be like, everyone got it on like July 25th. I'm sorry, you're not getting yours until the 31st.
Or we'll just bring it and let it sit at your house and you just have to look at it.
It's just wrapped up in birthday paper, but it's actually the box.
The other Black Needle event that I wanted to talk about is we are hosting our monthly Stitch With Us chat this coming Saturday on February 13th, and it'll be at 6 p.m. To join that, you just need to be a member of the Facebook group. It's the Black Needle Society. When you get in there, if you have not already joined, there will be 4 questions or 3 questions, and do you agree to the rules? And we need you to put in things that let us know that you're a stitcher and not just a bot or, somebody just trying to get in and be silly in the group. Be silly outside of our cross stitch silly, because silly in the group is okay.
Yes. In fact, it's encouraged.
Yes. But when you get in there, there will be a link to the event because we are over 1,000 members in Facebook. And what we found out is that you no longer have the capability to just click the rooms at the top of the page. So Katie sets up a room and sends a link. She's telling me, stop. She will get us all figured out, but we will have a room and there will be the information on how to get to it in the Facebook group.
Right.
And the other thing about the 13th for me is that every month I am trying to do Halloween stitching on the 13th and the 31st, if there is one. And obviously this month there's not. And I forgot in January that on the 25th, I did Christmas stitching. However, I was supposed to do a specific project that I'm stitching along with my friend Judy, and I didn't do it. So I messaged her this week and I was like, Judy, I forgot. And she said, oh, I saw you stitch something else. So I just didn't worry about it. And I messaged back and I said, okay, since I missed January, let's do the 24th and the 25th.
Nice.
Just to catch up. So we'll be stitching our piece. It's Quaker Christmas by Bygone Stitches.
Oh,
mine is about halfway finished, and it's one I really want to work on. So, you know. And I also watched Flosstube this week, and I got to see both of our friend Athena's new channel, Stitching Goddess Designs, and her birthday is on Valentine's Day. She's inviting everyone to stitch either on Harry Potter, because that's her favorite, or stitch something Valentine's-ish, because, yeah, it's the 14th. And I bought those cute little heart kits from Heart in Hand. And I think that I'm going to pull one of those out, get all the flosses out, and that's what I'll stitch.
Ooh, exciting.
Valentine stitching for the day. So that's it for me. And you kind of jogged my memory when you were talking that there were a couple more things going on. So
yeah, I'm not sure if I have the waffle pattern that came in the date with your stitching, but I don't know that I have all the floss for that. So I don't know. I'm sure I'll figure something out to stitch for Valentine's. And if not, I like stitching, so that's Valentine's enough for me.
there you go. Well, you can always find something that you have like in pink or red.
That's true. I probably have something I can work on. I'm sure I have something.
Do you not have another Harry Potter project?
I do have a Harry Potter project.
I thought you probably would.
Yeah, I have a couple, actually. Well, one that I haven't started. I don't know.
That's not necessarily a me thing to stitch, outside of the model that I do for Katie. But
I have a Hogwarts crest that I've
so awesome. Now you're going, I don't want to pull that out.
Well, now I'm like, but I do kind of want to pull that out, but other goals. You never know with me, guys. Who knows what I'm going to work on? Also, the 14th, that's next Sunday.
Yes.
So that is our Stitch with Us.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So I'll be working on Star Wars.
And I'll be working on my bookmark.
Perfect.
So I think we should just establish a WIPGO wild card.
Ooh.
And, just one time only, you could use it for your...
for our Stitch with Us?
Yeah, what do you think? Should we propose that to Jessie Marie? WIPGO is the brainchild, if you don't know, of Jessie Does Stuff. I don't know if it's Jessie Marie or Jessie Does Stuff, both on Instagram and on Flosstube. And then she has a WIPGO 21 Facebook group where you can join and see what everybody else is doing and post in there, and just, it's a really good community.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of people encouraging each other to reach some goals. So that's always cool.
We like those goals.
Do
you have anything else for this week? I
don't think so. Hopefully I get as productive of a week as I did last week, but I don't know. Yeah. I'm just gonna be happy about the one that I had.
So, okay, well then, I think that's it.
I guess so. Bye. Have a good week. Go Chiefs.